the Jorge Prado / Monster Energy Kawasaki plot thickens again. Now, obviously, with MX of Nations coming up, all the teams, all the countries are or have been announcing their teams for a very long time. With Jorge Prado being a two-time MXGP 450 champion, you had to expect him to be on the top of the list for that team. But Team Spain has put out a release saying, quote, "Finally in the open category, young Francisco Garcia Carbonero," sorry if I butchered that, will make his debut, joining the team to cover for the last-minute withdrawal of Jorge Prado. And obviously, this is the important part, or one of the important parts, who will not be able to participate due to his contractual situation with his current team. Like, this just keeps sounding worse and worse and worse. Obviously, this is I think it was a 3-year deal with Monster Energy Kawasaki to come over here and race Super Motocross. And you gotta say, he really didn't have the worst summer in the world. I think he finished 5th overall in motocross, and obviously Supercross was a wash because of the injury. So 5th overall, exactly not horrible. I mean, it's really, for a lot of people, that would be, I don't want to say acceptable, but like a good showing. You know, if Anderson or McElrath or somebody like that, and I'm not saying they're bad, I'm just saying for some people, it would be an acceptable showing. For a guy you came over, or you brought over here, a 2-time MXGP 450 champion, you know, a guy who you would expect to come over here, maybe have some problems in Supercross, still learn that, but come out and motocross and just be, you know, maybe not dominant, but like look like a world champion. And that obviously did not happen. Between saying he was never comfortable on the bike, talking about this or that, having to work back Instagram posts to say it's just an end of motocross thing, from this picture right here where people on your own team are calling you out, saying that you quit and you gave up on it. I mean, when was the last time that you saw a factory bike with a factory rider, a world champion, not qualify and have to run an LCQ in motocross? I mean, not qualify on pace, not even like, oh, something broke, or I got a malfunction, whatever it would be, but to just not qualify for a motocross event and have to race an LCQ just on pure pace. You can say he never gelled with his bike, because that's perfectly true, and who knows where he goes from here. Obviously, it does not sound like he's going to be racing for Kawasaki next year unless something magical happens, and I don't see that occurring. So it's going to be the question of who. I mean, does he get a KTM ride, Husky, Gas? Does he get some sort of work back onto an Austrian bike that he's more attuned to, used to, whatever you want to call it? But still, this looks like a massive flop. Huge name, big expectations, lots of money, sponsors obviously coming over here and, racing for nothing. And that's also going to be the problem too of, like it is, Monster Energy. If he goes to KTM, any of those bikes, there goes the Monster Energy deal, which I'm assuming was a multi-year deal. So how's that going to work too? I'm assuming, there's a little more stringent guidelines in those contracts than there is with even just the bike contract. But it's gonna be interesting to see whether this comes out this silly season. Does he come back and race for them in SMX? Is he done with the team completely? Are they done with him? Who knows? But this is what I'm going to leave you guys. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Where does he end up? Where would you like him to end up? Back over here? Do you think he goes back to MXGP? Whatever it is, comment down below. Tell me what you think. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Do all the fun things this platform allows you to do, because it really just helps me out, and I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.